And I'll be eating 6 medium buffalo wings. I'm here with TikToker Chester Collins. Chester, you're gonna have 60 minutes to eat $60 worth of Buffalo Wild Wings in order to win $60 in cold, hard cash. Is that worth playing for?
Will, I think it is. I think it is.
Can you give me a little insight into your strategy here?
We got mild, medium, and Caribbean jerk. Increasing hotness. I thought that would be fun. Just kind of like a little original flair I wanted to put on the whole show. And I also have some cheat curds.
Some what?
Some cheat curds. When does the clock start?
It's about to start. I mentioned Royce du Pont in my intro.
I'm now gonna say a phrase that is probably gonna trigger a couple. So I don't really know where Chet ends and Royce begins sometimes, but
Sure you addicted to pornography in real life then?
I'm nothing like that guy. I think that's why I can play him well. It's because I'm actually the opposite.
Do you ever get worried that like your mom watches those videos?
You wanted to have sex with your mother.
Oh God, you journalists are all the same. No, I didn't want to have sex with my mother. I wanted to fuck her so I could show my dad how it's done.
She does. She just doesn't talk to me about it. She brought up once about like a really clean joke, but hasn't brought up anything since we kind of really leaned into
Jerking off,
choking the chicken,
not tipping. Is that, you've kind of said it's not who you are, but also that sometimes you don't know where it starts and ends. Mm-hmm. Is there anything with the not tipping or the being uncancelable? Is that you at all?
Always been a tipper. Always tipped well, except for one time.
Oh, whoa, really?
In college, there was a party at a bar. I bought me and my date a drink, and the bartender brought the check, and I gave him not the best tip in the world. I'll admit it. It wasn't a great tip. I was a little drunk. I wasn't really thinking. I was a very cursory glance at the bill. Instead of just approaching me, the bartender cut the music and made an announcement and said, "Hey, everybody, I know you guys are students, but this is our livelihood, so when you're tipping us, please tip us like professionals, unlike this asshole over here." In front of like 100 people, pointing me out. And I was drunk, and I was angry. Music comes back on, and I flag the same guy down for more drinks. And when he brings a check, I tip him 17 cents.
You put anything else on the receipt?
Yeah, and
We've got some photo evidence right here.
that's, how did you get that? Go fuck yourself. Nice Henley. So, okay, that's, the bartender had taken a picture of the receipt, tagged me, and posted it on Facebook, and it had like, like 700 shares, which on Facebook in those days, that was a lot. And Charlottesville, I became public enemy #1 in Charlottesville, Virginia, where I went to school.
You can keep your 17 cents, but in return, we've got a tip for you. None of us were wearing a Henley, and please don't try to diss our fashion sense when you show up to the club wearing khaki shorts, Nike socks, and New Balance running shoes.
I wasn't, but
Felt like a low blow.
they say all publicity is good publicity. This was not good publicity. It was horrible, horrible publicity, and all the bars in Charlottesville had basically banned me.
You're British, but you're from Australia. What's going on there?
I was born in Sydney to a British father and an American mother. Kind of a mutt, and they met in Australia, and I was born in Australia in Sydney. And I lived there until I was 8.
So you had an accent.
I had an accent.
Shrimp on the bobby.
We would never actually say that, but you guys, you're kind.
White people.
White people.
Yeah, got it. Okay, cool. You came out to LA a few years ago. Mm-hmm. You were working a desk job after college.
Billy, my partner in crime, he was also working in New York in finance, and we basically neglect our jobs to make TikToks and answer emails when we, in between TikToks. Yeah, right when I got fired, like a week or 2 after that.
You got fired for doing too much TikTok?
I got fired for doing a little too much TikTok. These guys reached out and flew me and Billy down to Austin and that was where I met you. Then we passed whatever tests they had for us, and we were flown out to LA a couple months later.
Did you dream of doing what you're doing now before you got into actually doing it?
It wasn't until Billy started to show some interest in it during COVID, where I was like, oh well, all of a sudden I have somebody else who like wants to do it. It makes it a lot easier.
But I mean, you said you hadn't really done anything until you started the TikToks, but obviously you had done YouTube stuff as a kid, no?
Oh my God. How the fuck did you find these?
You were kind of tapping into this like crossing over between trick shots and OnlyFans or whatever you want to call it. This is called balls, nets, and nipples.
Looks like you're super far away.
What is love? Oh! My God. Some pretty sick shots.
Dude, these are kind of sick shots. Well done. Well done for digging that up.
Yeah, it was like a big blue something.
My Boy Blue, 32.
My Boy Blue 32, what's that mean?
I'd just seen Old School, and I was like, this is the greatest movie ever. So I did what any kid would do after watching Old School. I made a YouTube account called My Boy Blue 32.
Did trick shots.
We did this before Dude Perfect. I know that for a fact.
No, you did not.
I know we were doing this before Dude Perfect.
The first video is called Bro Perfect. But you also did like acting stuff, no? As a younger kid?
This is impressive research. Yeah, I mean, I'm an actor now, so
Yeah.
big surprise.
Yeah.
I did some acting in high school.
Yeah. Would you be so willing to reenact the scene with me?
I would love to.
All right, I will be Hermia and you'll be Lysander. You ready?
Yeah. How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Be like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, or else it stood upon the choice of friends. I yearn for nights spent with you in Fondolma nuts. Fondolma nuts. I decided to put emphasis on that. Like, I hadn't really been putting emphasis on anything except for...
We got Chester Collins to say fondle my nuts. Okay, I have some never before seen photos that you've never seen these before.
Okay.
I want to see if they mean anything to you.
Wait, what am I looking at?
That's you. That's you.
What?
And that's a guy in Catalina.
Oh, right, got it. Yeah. This was taken a couple months ago on the island of Catalina. I was with our coworkers, Dan and Chris Powers, the hockey brothers, and they'd kindly invited me to their Airbnb with their significant others and friends, and I got pretty drunk, and
It's okay.
the Airbnb had a terrace that overlooked another Airbnb, and at like 3 a.m, I slept walked and just started pissing off the balcony onto the tiled roof. And I watched my stream trickle down the roof and onto the other Airbnb. And after like 30 seconds, I hear some guy, oh, whoa, hey, whoa. And I was kind of lucid. I could have stopped, but didn't. He was like, I guess like sitting down underneath me, maybe asleep as well. And he's just getting sprinkled with my piss that had been streaming down. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then I just like went back to bed and was like, that didn't happen. That wasn't real. So I woke up the next morning and I like told like 1 or 2 guys that I trusted. And then I had a boat back because I had a reason to be back in LA. At this point, I didn't think anything was wrong because, you know, the guy, our neighbor never followed up. And right as the boat is pulling out of the dock, I get a text from Chris's girlfriend who organized the Airbnb that we're all getting kicked out of the Airbnb because somebody pissed off the balcony last night. And this is happening as I'm pulling out of the harbor, like watching the whole island of Catalina burn behind me. I think Chris's girlfriend has been banned from Airbnb.
Yes.
We're still working on it. You're making me talk too much.
Okay, sorry. An important part of 60 for 60 is I'm gonna give you an opportunity to give me some of your food.
What's the catch?
It's like trivia and it's super up your alley.
What is it?
It's about Survivor.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna give you 5 seasons of Survivor. I'm just gonna give you the number and you gotta tell me where they took place. We'll do 1 cheese curd for every one you get right.
Okay.
How about that?
Yep.
Season 11.
Guatemala.
Yeah, we watched it together.
We did.
Season 5.
It's either Africa or the Amazon. And I'm gonna go with Amazon.
Thailand.
That's what I said.
14. I thought this was like your thing. I thought you were like
know,
Rain Man.
so far you picked 2 seasons I haven't seen, but right before China, right after Cook Islands. All right, I think I got it. It's, and I might pronounce it wrong. Is it Gabon or Gabon? Or Gabon?
The pronounce it wrong part was funny because it's Fiji. All right, next we got 32.
How wrong?
21.
Is it Caramon? No.
Nicaragua.
I haven't seen 3 of those.
I didn't know that.
Well, you should have. We're
I
roommates.
guess
We're roommates.
So I feel like we shouldn't tell them we're roommates. That breaks the 5th wall. I'll eat 2 of your cheese curds.
Okay, great.
You got 2 right. So, still a little victory.
All right.
Are you gonna get on Survivor?
Last year, my application was very scripted, and I ran into Parvati Shallow, Survivor legend of the show, and she lives over here in Venice. We hang out, and
You don't hang out.
but we hung out once at that coffee shop. I ran into her and asked her if she would review my application, and she did. And she said I was too cute and trying to be too funny. So this year, just try to be my authentic self and just not be that funny and just kind of try to be a little vulnerable. And it didn't work. So next year I'm going back to funny.
Are you excited for the Super Bowl?
Super excited. I've had it circled on my calendar for a couple of months now.
Las Vegas this year.
And they're from.
Could be fun. You ever been?
Yeah.
How's that?
I don't know if I can tell this story because my mom might watch this. Okay, fine, I'll tell it. Ask me again.
Ever been to Las Vegas?
My senior year of college, we had a pretty big weekend, and our flight out was at like midnight. And to pass the time, we went to a dispensary, we each got a pack of edibles ourselves, and then we went to Caesar's Palace. I was wearing a hoodie, visor over hoodie, my glasses, and a pair of sunglasses over them. So I look like an asshole. And I'm down to like 2 left, and my friend.
Oh my God.
And my friend Winston turns to me and he says,
Dude, how many of those have you eaten?
I was like, about 8. I'm supposed to finish the whole pack, right?
He's like, no, I think you're supposed to have like 1, maybe a half. For you, a half.
And I kid you not, like, lights out, don't remember anything. And then next thing I know, I wake up at a crabs table.
A what table?
A crabs table, like, a crabs table? Like, in the,
Crabs table?
yeah, I woke up at a crabs table. Like,
It's crabs.
crab. Well, there you go. So I don't know how I got to the crabs table.
You were really high. You were at the crabs
I was
table.
baked, man. They look like crabs to me. I woke up to like a policeman like shaking me. And I remember this all like very vividly. I could see him, and I was like looking at him, and I seemed to be fine. But when he like asked me my name, I was unable to speak. I was just like, are you okay? And I'm like, and my friends had just gone. They had just left me. I don't know where they'd.
I heard the story, and it was that you got up to go to the bathroom, and then no one saw you. And they were all like, where the hell did Chester go?
I also don't trust those guys.
Yeah,
as far as I
that
can
could be.
I don't trust those guys as far as I can throw them.
Yeah.
So they put me in a wheelchair. And they wheelchaired me out of Caesar's Palace. Once I was outside, I saw an ambulance was coming up, and I was like, no. I was trying to tell them, I'm fine, I don't need to go in the ambulance. And I couldn't speak, and I couldn't stand. And so they put me in an ambulance that sent me to like the Las Vegas hospital. And after a while, my facilities come back to me, and I'm able to like stand up and speak. And I check, my phone comes on, it's like 2:30. I missed my flight by 2.5 hours. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And yeah, I woke up on a Monday morning in Las Vegas by myself, and it was probably the most depressing moment of my life. So great, thanks for bringing it back.
It seems like they didn't try that hard to wrangle you.
No, they didn't. They didn't try at all, really. I think as soon as I went to, they were like, oh, Chester went to the bathroom? Oh, I guess we'll see him in Charlottesville. This is gonna be really hard because I kind of want to save him for later.
Is it worth $60?
Yeah, probably. No. No? Yeah.
We want to finish the
We
challenge.
want to finish it. That's right.
No one's ever done it.
I gotta be honest, I'm starting to feel pretty sick.
What the hell's going on with that? You regroped
Oh,
that
yeah.
lady? Was she okay with it?
That's in Madame Tussauds Wax Museum.
It's a good excuse.
Yeah, it works every time. Got me out of a lot of prison sentences.
What about, what's going on here? I heard why are you all, not that it's a bad thing, it's 2025, but.
Yeah, it was this You gonna make fun of me or something?
I just have never seen you wear a dress before.
It's not like we live together or anything. That was in Vietnam. Studied abroad together in Australia, and our semester ended like a month before the new semester started in America, so we had some time to travel. And so we went to Vietnam. One night there was a fashion show, and they asked all the guys to throw on some dresses in the hostel and do a fashion show. And there's me blowing a kiss to the camera after getting knocked out in the first round.
My Uncle Bob had a very different experience in Vietnam.
Oh, right.
Because of the war.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've got 4.5 minutes. Are you ready to put the burners on?
I've just been enjoying the conversation.
I know, we've been having so much fun. But this is like a new...
That'll give me like a whole new set of car keys that you lost.
I didn't lose your car keys.
Will Dinella lost my car keys.
You think I lost your car keys? No. I'm scared that you think that I lost your car keys.
I don't think you lost my car keys.
Okay.
I know you lost my car keys.
No, I didn't. All right, what are you most excited for in the immediate future?
Oh, I'm excited for the pest control to come over to our apartment and get rid of this possum that lives under my bed.
Yeah. Is it a possum or a rat?
It's like I think it's a hybrid.
If you could, in 10 years or whatever the time frame is, be doing, what would your dream be?
Doing what I'm doing now, but on a much larger scale.
TV shows, movies?
TV shows, movies.
A TV show that ends, the last episode's a movie.
HBO miniseries. Does anyone ever ask you that question?
No. Because most of the guests don't ask questions.
All right.
See you at home.
All right, I'll see you back at our place.
All right, you want to watch a movie tonight or something?
You need a ride?
Yeah, I do need a ride. Do you have a car?